crazy how you can not know somebody, but when they pass away, it affects you or affect the way you look at things. Wayne, let's get it.
Damn, I miss Nipsey, Mac Miller, and Kobe. Shit just ain't the same, and it's wrecking my brain. Fuck the fame, man, that's not why I came. My aim is much higher, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
You busy with these hoes and chrome tires. Peasant shit, nothing I desire. Maybe before when I was immature, but I'm destined for more, the essence of a hero. But a Gemini and the other face is Kratos. Get the fuck about my way, bro. Give a fuck about how your day go. If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to feed the fam. I told them I had a plan, and I can't fall short. I gotta take off like I'm Luka Doncic, you know, 207 mil on the deal. Yeah, cause shit is real out here. Government stripping rights, I fear. So I'm gripping the mic, give them a load of my freedom of speech. I know that you feeling the heat and it's all me. Sheesh. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. Bag it and tag it as a classic. These niggas is average. They thought I couldn't miss before. Watch me skyrocket my average. I mastered my talents by watching the masses, crafting my own elements. Now look at this guy, or a supernova explosive popping the top off of rappers with a pen dog. I John with y'all, cause you're nothing but a lapdog in the backyard, acting like you trap hard for the gram to get a grand. This is sad. Find your identity, cause that's a fatality. Just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics. I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What I got is potent, putting rappers on notice. I'm just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics. I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What's up? I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. All those solo nights, night was created, infatuated with the art of the rhyme. Telling stories with metaphors really kept me alive. What a beautiful high. You can call me optimist, just don't call it my prime. And I know I've been missing in action. Sorry, I was fighting depression and fear of losing my passion. But look at this magic. Voila. This is crack off the stove like I'm Hove, and I'm selling it in bulk like it just got off the boat. Shout out to the folks who hold me down from Baltimore to Texas. This is power of the blessings. Faith in my heavenly Father, I never second guessed him. That's just out of the question. My brother Paul been killing demons with the word when I tell him that I've been stressing. So I keep them close like a weapon. Not really sure when it's turned in my confessions, but I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
Into the Clippers locker room. If I can talk to you, James, I hope you're taking notes. I'm telling you in advance, you're welcome for the wisdom I'm about to spew. Because, listen, I get on my knees every night and pray for someone to believe in me like Daryl Morey believed in you. You wanted a certain coach, they brought in Mike D'Antoni. You want to play a certain style, they played it. You wanted Dwight Howard, they brought him in and got rid of him when you were tired of him. You wanted Chris Paul, they brought him in and got rid of him when you were tired of him. They brought in your old friend Russell Westbrook. You wanted to go to Vegas on off days, they looked away. You wanted the team to stay over so you could go out at night, they changed the schedule, and it didn't work. And you know what? You said, I'm going to break up with my whoopee. Not good enough. I see the bright lights in New York. I want to go there. My old pal, Kevin Durant. It's going to work. The big three. And all after 1 year, you wanted out. You realized, oh, my gosh, I took this guy for granted, the guy that believed in me. I went back with Daryl Morey. They traded Ben Simmons for you. How did they pull that off? And you know what? You went there, and you got a partner who got the MVP. He won the MVP. And what did you say afterwards? You said, they didn't hand me the reins. You're the point guard. You're holding the reins. And what did you do when you had the reins? You scored 9 points in Game 7 against Boston. You blew a 3-2 series lead. So they fired their coach. Not good enough. You broke up with your guy, believed in you again. You said, the bright lights of L.A., that's where I want to go. Let's see if that works. Listen, James, have you ever had those friends who had bad roommates? Over and over, they complained about their bad roommates. This guy's terrible. The bad roommate here. They never thought to be self-aware enough that they're the bad roommate. They're the problem. Hey, James, you're the problem. If this doesn't work this year in this system with this team, then you're going to go and point fingers at everybody else, and you're going to go back home and you're going to start swiping right for another team. And there's not going to be anybody left because, James, you're not the beard. You're not the system. You're the problem.
You're the problem, James Harden. You're the problem, James Harden. Salute to everybody. What's up? What the hell? Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope y'all doing good out here, man. I wanted to replay that for y'all, just so y'all can see the type of shenanigans that be going on, man, when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks and their announcers, man. Brian Damaris with a great, how would I put it? It was very much a great scathing opinion of Stad James Harden, but I've been very, very critical of it because I don't think it was something that a Mavericks hired employee should be doing. However, I'm in a different location today, man. The show is on the road. The show is officially on the road. I'm over here at my friend's house. We're watching WWE Survivor Series, but obviously I gotta stick true to the time of the show, and we're doing the show tonight. So salute to everybody. I'm also airing on Twitter and Facebook at the same time. So we added two other, apps or locations to show this pregame show on. So if you're watching from there, if you don't mind coming to YouTube and just dropping a like, because it helps the channel grow. And that is the goal of this. So if you're watching from anywhere else, come to YouTube, leave a like and subscribe. And anybody that is on YouTube right now, leave a like and subscribe. Again, this is your host, TGK, and this is your Dallas Mavericks pregame show, the official pregame show of the Dallas Mavericks, man. So hope y'all doing good out there, man. Let's go ahead and jump into these comments. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how y'all feeling tonight, man. And again, if you're new here, I'll be getting into rumors and news. These are different segments. Rumors and news segment. We got the over-under segment. We got the game prediction segment. We also got the Mavericks opponent review segment. We're going to review the previous game a little bit. So there's quite a bit of things to get into, what to watch for, X factors, things like that. Also, I'll be my goal is always to respond to as many comments as possible. But I definitely want to get into like the Brian Damaris stuff. But we'll get into that soon. So before then, let's get into these comments, man. What's up, Logan? He says, I got a bad feeling about this game. I don't think the Mavs blow the Clips out like last time. It's hard to beat the same team twice because they come back with adjustments, hoping for the best. I agree. I hope so as well. Logan also says, how was your Thanksgiving? It was good, man. Unfortunately, I had to work the next morning, so it wasn't like I could just, eat all night, chill, get none but leftovers. I had to get back to work, the very next day. So that was the downside of it. However, it was a good one, man. I got to be around family, blessed to be around my fam, and you take that every time. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't take that for granted. So yeah. Rich K says, TGK, who's playing or is everyone load managing tonight? We're gonna get into that in news and rumors. We'll see who is available tonight. We'll get into that in a bit. Again, if y'all hear anything in the background, it's the surround sound system playing the Survivor Series War Games in the background. So yeah. Nancy says, TGK, how are you doing tonight? I don't want to hear the Pals going to start this game. Holmes played a really good game the other night. He really did. I know I went crazy on Twitter talking about, Holmes should be playing, or I want to see Holmes get some minutes at the very least. And he got minutes, and boy, was he impactful, wasn't he? 4 points, 10 rebounds, I believe a couple assists, a couple hockey assists with the Gortat screens, and he even got an impactful block. I haven't seen Powell get a block like that, and Holmes got it within the first minute he was playing. I think it was the first minute. It was sometime soon after that. Ultra, what's up? It says, TGK, this game is Holmes' chance to solidify the backup big spot. More Gortat screens, please. Agreed, bro. Agreed. The Damaris intro. Yeah, bro. I had to play it, man. I had to play it. Because don't y'all think, look, the Damaris thing was great. But I just don't think it should be coming from a Mavs employee. It's such a bad look, man. Such a bad look. Gav says, what up, TGK? What's up, Gav? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all very much. Let's see if there's any other TGK out here. Fan123 says Giddy better get banned from the NBA, or I know the world is messed up. I think they just need to launch an investigation and get all of the facts, the solidified facts behind all of that before they make a move. But they need to do their due diligence for sure. Gab says TGK beneath the surface must always be part of the show, even if not every episode. It's the OG of TGK segments. Gab, did you peep the last one? I did one on the previous show, and we did a deep dive into Dwight Powell and Rashawn Holmes. And guess what happened? Rashawn Holmes got to play. So I agree, man. It is part of the arsenal. I still got the sound effect, or the record is still here, but I also call it the Why Jason Kidd Why segment as well. So we still got it, man. We still got it. So, but before we get into any of these segments, man, let's go ahead and let's review the previous game of the Dallas Mavericks. Let me get my music volume in control. I'm tripping out here. We are tripping, ladies and gentlemen. And let me go and pull up the Dallas Mavericks stuff right here. So here we go. We're gonna share my thoughts on the previous game real quick. I know some of y'all saw me posted I was gonna be on We Talk Mavs that night, and unfortunately we didn't get to do a post game show. So hopefully I could join We Talk Mavs one of these nights and do the post game show. But I think what was it? Wednesday night. I just think the game ran a little too late, and we weren't able to get it done. All right, here we go. Previous game, man. How do y'all feel about that previous game? Right, we were up by a whole ton, like about 20 points, and then the fourth quarter, the Lakers went on a crazy run, a 30-13 run in that fourth quarter, and they took the lead at one point. Besides all of that, besides the fourth quarter, if you remove the fourth quarter, I think the first three quarters, the Mavericks played an amazing job. They did an amazing job overall, offensively and defensively, without Lively whenever he went out. I thought they played great. The third quarter, I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen a team go as cold as the Mavericks did. I never seen Luka what I thought Luka played like. I feel like he played a little bit like tired, actually. There was a shot that he took on the right side of the floor where instead of like setting his feet, getting a step back, releasing the shot the right way, and he was being guarded by LeBron, he just kind of like threw it up, hoping that it went in. And I was like, yeah, Luka's tired, bro. Something's going on. But the team went extremely cold in that fourth quarter. It was actually crazy. And then the Dallas Mavericks were able to hit a three with Kyrie right at the end of the game, and they were able to walk away with a win. But you look at these team stats, the Mavericks, 39% from the field on 96 shot attempts, 32% from three on 53 pointer attempts. The field free throws, it was about right. That's not bad. The rebounds, we barely lost the rebounding battle, but we got 11 offensive boards. Assists, they got more assists than us, but I think the steals gave us an advantage. We'll see that here in a second on points off turnovers. Blocks, we have 4. Total turnovers as an organization, we only had 4. It's not bad. Man, that's not bad, actually. Salute to us. Points off turnovers. I forget how this works. Like this, that means the Lakers got 4 off of our turnover. That's what I think it is. But somehow we won, man. And I know some people were like, man, this was a bad win, right? This is a bad win. To me, I don't care how these wins come, man. Like last year, we couldn't get none of them. So regardless if it was a bad win at the end, you take it every single time. As a hooper, you got to put yourself in their shoes. Like if you're playing this basketball game, yeah, it ended poorly, but are you leaving that game mad at, oh, this was just a horrible win? No, you did everything you needed to do to get the job done, right? And I think they got the job done. And I don't think Luka or Kyrie or Jason Kidd are going to feel any less of the team. They just know they got to make adjustments. They got to get better. But it was a hell of a win, man. It was a hell of a win. Regardless of how it came along, I wouldn't feel bad about it. But they do need to clean some things up for sure. Other than that, man, I think the Mavericks overall need to clean some things up. But they played well, bro. Only 4 turnovers in this game against the best defense at that time. The Lakers had the number 1 defense over the last 3 games before they played the Mavericks. So they weren't playing some scrub, bro. I mean, LeBron was going crazy. In the pregame show, I had stated if we could keep Max Christie and Anthony Davis at their averages or below, we would win that game. Anthony Davis gave them, 10 points? I don't know. Maybe the things I be saying, maybe they legit, right? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, man. So those are my thoughts on the previous game for the Dallas Mavericks. How do I feel about today? I think they got quite a bit of rest, so that is a good thing. I just hope going into tonight they'll be ready to go. But before we get ready to go into tonight's game, we need to get into the rumors and news. Let's go. All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's get into the news and rumors. There's quite a bit of news and rumors to get to, man. So let's go and check that out. All right, man. As you know, I like to check out Grant Afset's Twitter page. Is filled with really good points, really good insightful knowledge to what's going on with the team. Let me refresh it just to make sure we get the up-to-date stuff from Grant Afset. He's out there along with Brad Townsend is out there as well. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. There's a bit of news with the court, but I want to find the information that I'm trying to hit y'all with today, man. So basically, it is. Where is it at? God, Grant Afset been on it today. Here we go. So Derek Lively is officially out today with a low back contusion. Maxi Kleber is still out with the right toe. Dexter Dennis, Greg Brown, and AJ Lawson are also out. By the way, Greg Brown's been balling. He's been balling in the G League, by the way. I think he averaging like 5 blocks a game, something crazy like that. Excuse me. Now I don't have no water in here. It's kind of hot in here and no water in here. So now let's scroll up, man. Let's scroll up. Grant Afset did some really good stuff on YouTube. If y'all get a chance, he goes over Rashawn Holmes and his impact that he had on the game. Really detailed some of the key plays that he had. But here's some news in terms of this basketball court, man. So here's what happened. The LA Kings played against the Montreal Canadiens earlier today, and the Los Angeles Clippers game court is still being put together. Typically, the Mavericks pregame workouts are 2.5 hours before tip-off on the road. They have yet to begin the routine, right? They have yet to begin the routine. So then you're like, damn, what in the ghetto? Like, why haven't they put the court out there? So they officially opened the court at 6 p.m. their time for an 7:30 p.m. tip-off. So it looks like they're not gonna start the game later, but it does look like they are not going to have the regular routines. So if anything, what this delay of the court being available to them impacted is just their routines. Normally, as Grant Afset, he responded to me, salute to him. I asked him, like, what kind of impact is this? And he said that normally Kyrie is out there 3 hours before a game. Now Kyrie can't be out there solo with his headphones, working on specific things. He has to go and warm up with the team. So it's interesting to see how that's going to play out today. And as far as any other news and rumors, man, I would just say really to drive this point home, we have to do a beneath the surface segment to drive this point home right here. And I really want to drive this point home because it's in the thumbnail, right? You got James Harden and Brian Damaris in the thumbnail. Why are they in there? Normally, I put a Maverick player in there and I put an opposing player in there that I think is going to have an impact today. But this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. Hopefully, I don't mind, right? Well, Brian Damaris, right? He said what he said about Jason Kidd. You saw it at the top of the show starting. And I get it. A lot of us liked it. I liked it. Do I like James Harden? No, I don't. I really don't care for James Harden. But what do I really care for, right? I really care about the Dallas Mavericks. I as a fan, hold them to a higher standard than you could think I would hold them to. Professionally, I think the Dallas Mavericks need to be class personified. They need to handle themselves with professionalism at all angles, at all areas of the court. Because the thing is, I look at things a little bit differently, right? I look at things, I'm not saying I do. I'm not saying like I'm all visionary. I'm not Seth Rollins, but I do like to try to look at things in a bigger picture. And yeah, what Brian Damaris said about James Harden, it was fun for the split second that he said it. It was cool, right? But it's like, think of the players that we want to come to Dallas and think of them when they see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, so you don't like it when a player makes his own decisions, right? You don't like a player whenever he wants to take his life in control and go to whichever team he wants to go to. So there's like two sides of the coin there, right? I just look at it like, all right, if we want to get Luka teammates and Luka star talent to play with, are they really going to want to come here when you got an announcer shredding a current player on a different team apart who is hired by the Mavericks? Like, I'm just trying to drive that point home. Also, Brian Damaris came out on the very next pre-show on Bally after the Clippers or James Harden parade, right? And he came out and apologized, but they never released the footage of that. They didn't share it everywhere like they do when he did what he did to James Harden. They put that video everywhere, but they didn't put his apology anywhere. So the only gripe I have with that is that there is no sense of accountability. Like, I want the Mavs to be open to each other. I want them to be open to holding people accountable. And I think someone like a Brian Damaris, as pompous as he could talk, as matter of fact in the way he elaborates himself, I think he needed to be held accountable. And I think his apology video should have been everywhere. I wanted to see it because I wanted to get a good chuckle, but that was it, man. I think the deeper dive in it is that the Mavs announcers, people that work for the Mavs, shouldn't be so comfortable to speak so crazy about other players, because they need to look at it from a different angle. It's like, all right, you want all these players to come to Dallas, but when you do that kind of stuff, you think they're going to want to come to Dallas? Like, are you serious? Like, you think Kyrie Irving and Luka like that? No, bro. So I'm trying to protect my team, but I also want my team to show that they're above this petty crap, that they're above doing this little dumb stuff. Like, it was the great message, just by the wrong messenger. I think if he would have given that script to someone else, like, give it to me, bro, I'll do it. But you shouldn't be doing it. And that's all I have for that, man. So that's why I put him in the thumbnail. Brian Damaris, if you see it, I'll bring you on the show, man. Let me interview you. But at the same time, don't make my Mavericks look bad out here, bro. Don't be doing that. But great message, though, nonetheless. All right, man, let's get back into the comments, man. Let's see what y'all think. We're about to get into the Mavericks opponent review. We'll get there in a bit. But for now, I want to see what y'all thinking, man. I always want to engage with y'all, see how y'all feeling. Again, this live is also on Twitter and Facebook, so we might get some comments from there. And if anybody's tuning in from Facebook or Twitter, definitely come to the YouTube side of this and drop a like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, if I can't promote my show, then why am I doing the show, right? So salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being here in the comments. So let me see where we are at, man. Bam from the NBA. Gav says, I missed the last game too late that night, but tonight I got time. All right, bet. Martin Blake says, the thing is, Giddey didn't break the law. All right. Well, this is Mavs pregame show. Martin Blake, talk to me on Twitter about it. I'll talk to you all day on Twitter about it. I don't want to take away from the show. You feel me? I don't mind talking about it, but talk to me on Twitter about it. Knight, what's good, bro? He says, you think we lost those games on purpose so we wouldn't have to do the in-season tournament, main goal playoffs? I did have a theory that I felt like the Mavs and Luka in general didn't like those courts, and I think they prefer more off time than playing in the in-season tournament. They'll still play 2 more games that'll go to the regular season, but I just don't think they wanted to be a part of it, to be completely honest. They should get like a couple of days extra off with the in-season tournament championship game. So I think that's what they're aiming for, to be honest. I do think there's a little bit of a theory there that they don't want to be a part of it. Frank, what's up, bro? He says, Teacher Cat, I wouldn't be surprised if Powell starts and Home plays more minutes. I actually would not be. I wouldn't be surprised by that either. Let me see if the starting lineups are. There's no starting lineup out yet. Yeah, no starting lineup out yet. Not that I see. I know somewhere out there is saying Powell is starting on NBA.com. But I think NBA.com just kind of takes a guess at who's going to start. So I haven't seen anything yet, so we'll see. Martin Blake says, TGK, I think our 20-game win streak is just around the 20 game. Teams that are dominating teams that we lost badly so far, and elite teams too, meaning those losses are not bad losses. Agreed, man. The Orlando Magic win looking like a really good win right now. Gab says, having a bad game but still winning is an important quality of a strong team. Can't rely on it, but those are the wins that add up at the end of the season. Big time. Because imagine if we lost to the Lakers the way we were about to lose. We would be sitting here right now very upset. I was listening to the Lakers fast break after the game, and bro, they were going in on LeBron. They were going in on Anthony Davis. But imagine if they won, right? They would have been like, oh, LeBron with the greatest comeback ever, right? Those wins mean something, man. And for Kyrie to hit a three like that with Luka passing him the ball, yes, people were upset with the win, but that moment right there, we're going to look back at that moment and be like, they found something. It was a simple play, but they found something. You feel me? I don't know how to explain it. Like whenever I'm hooping with someone and I know it's like time to game a game to 15 or 12 or whatever, and I see my guy that I know is going to hit this shot and he's open, I'm going to hit him. How would I say it? If y'all play basketball, y'all know. If y'all don't, I'll explain it. Whenever you pass a ball to someone, there's a level of confidence that comes with that pass. Like when you hit them with this pass, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it's an action, bro. Like when you hit them in that pocket at the right time, they got enough space to hit the shot, but like you're intentional with the pass. Like when they catch it, they feel all the confidence. They're like, damn, he found me open. He believed in me, and I'm about to nail this shot. Like it's one of those things, and I think Kyrie and Luka built some more camaraderie, more chemistry off that shot. 100%, man. Martin Blake says, TGK, they are just fill out games. I think once the team starts to get familiar with one another, we will be dominating for sure. I agree, man. I agree. I totally agree. I love what Holmes did in that game. Giovanni, what up? Says Holmes. I have been saying. Again, if y'all trying to get my attention, man, put a TGK in your comment and I'll respond to it. Frank says, does Omax get some actual minutes? Tonight, I don't know, but I think tonight would be a good time to put him in. You're going to need another tall forward to be able to combat a Paul George, a James Harden, a Kawhi Leonard, things like that. I also think the Clippers are going to play small tonight, and that's where we're going to play small lineups too. But I think Rashawn Holmes is going to have a good matchup tonight as well if they begin to play small. Gina Kim, what's up? She says, hey, TGK, I hope we win tonight with Luka and Kai combined 30 bombs. Preparing myself for Powell in the starting lineup. We're limited in our bigs, and I don't need him playing over 10 minutes. Agreed. Oh, let me respond to the Colin. What's up, Colin? He says, as an Australian, Giddy knows better. We'll leave it at that, man. We'll leave it at that. I don't mind talking about it, but I'm just trying to keep it on mass stuff tonight, man. Fan 123, Brian Damaris should be fired. That would have been a message to be sent. C-Dub, the Mavs Twitter podcast. Go check him out. I was on a recent episode with him. It was before the Lakers game. We talked about Holmes, and y'all check it out, man. If y'all into it, you can find it on Spotify or check him out on Twitter. The Mavs Daily Podcast, the Mavs Twitter podcast. Check him out. He says, bro, why was I watching the pregame show from Wednesday? You got to look for the live ones, man. Martin Blake says, Holmes can be consistent, especially at D and screens. We won't need to look for that backup center and upgrade our wing or guard D. Agreed. If Holmes pans out as a consistent backup center that gives you a bit more than Dwight Powell, you're kind of set. Like if he could solidify rebounds for you, you're good to go. You could just focus all your energy on going and get that tall wing player. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get into that yet. I will get into that. Ultra said, TGK, good stuff on Damaris. Hadn't thought of it like that before. Yeah, man. I appreciate you. I mean, think about it though, right? Like say you're a team from a different player. You're a free agent next year. You want to go to the Mavs. Your agent's like, who you want to go to? I'm like, what about Dallas? And then their agent looks into Dallas like, do you want to go there when the announcer's doing this kind of stuff? I'm like, I got two deals. They're the same deal. The teams are both competitive. Yeah, let me go to a team that's more player friendly, you know? That's how I look at it, bro. Like it's just and also whenever someone like an announcer does that, I look at it like they're going into the business for themselves. Like they're trying to grow their name for themselves. I heard some things about Damaris. Like he used to be the analytics guy for the Dallas Mavericks, and then he got let go, but he just stayed around the Mavericks. But no other team has picked him up, right? So why is that? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, right? We'll get back to the comments, man. We'll get back to the comments. Let's go ahead and let's jump into another segment here on the Mavs. On the Mavs official pregame show. And y'all know where I want to go, man. Let's go ahead and let's review our opponent today. All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's review the Mavericks opponent for today. Today is the Los Angeles Clippers. I was about to say the Clippers of Los Angeles, but I couldn't get it out in time. So we're going to review our opponent today, man. Let's see what they got going on. Let's see what is going on with their team. Let's see what are areas that we need to look for, how to expose them. We ended up beating them in the last outing that we had against them, but we're going to go and check that out and see if there's any weaknesses, anything that we could expose. Again, if you're new here and if you don't mind dropping a like on the video, goes a long time. If you're checking me out on Twitter or Facebook, come back to YouTube and leave a like there as well. Again, it just helps get the algorithm going, man. Let me make sure everything is looking right over here. All right. The poll there currently is a poll up for shout out to y'all for all the votes. 20 votes, and y'all are saying 61% Holmes. Let me go back and double check if there's a starting lineup that has dropped yet. Let me see if there's any news. No starting lineup on Mavs PR. Let me go and double check Grant Access, see if he got any scoop for us. Nothing yet. I have not seen a starting lineup. Let me check out Landon Thomas. Thomas, he is another Mavs reporter. Now, he does really great work, by the way. Let's see if he's got anything. No. So right now there is no Mavs lineup out there to be had yet to report to y'all. So I'll try to keep you on the loop. Again, here is our opponent. I'm gonna take myself off the screen so I can have a better visual of this. All right, so this is the Clippers. Seems like they have no injuries today, man. They got James Harden starting. Russell Westbrook did the most unselfish thing. Salute to him. He went into the bench role. Paul George is the two-man. Terrence Mann is a 3. Kawhi Leonard's a 4. And Zubac is the 5. They recently added Daniel Theis. Great pickup. I do get annoyed how all these players, whenever they get bought out, they always go to the Clippers or they always go to the Lakers. And you wonder why, right? You wonder why they always go over there. I don't know. Maybe because it's a great city, like climate-wise, right? So what's the advantage that the Mavs could have whenever there's buyout players that come here? I don't know. Maybe a player-friendly environment instead of an announcer going crazy. All right, I'm done on this subject. Anyway, the Dallas Mavericks do fairly well against Zubac because you have Luka. But you're also going to be going against Norman Powell, Bones Highland. I wonder how much run he's been getting lately. PJ Tucker, he's been looking rough. I don't know how far they go into this lineup. So I know for sure the top 5 play Russell Westbrook. So that's 6, 7, 8, probably 9. So they probably go 9 players deep as far as who plays. I just don't see PJ Tucker. I don't know how he gets minutes anymore. I don't know if y'all been seeing him lately. Currently, the LA Clippers are 6 and 8. They are 5th in the Pacific Division. I don't know what their standings are. Let me see. Let's check out the standings right quick. Let's see where is the Clippers at? The Clippers are in the 11th spot on the West, 6 and 8. Right now, they recently lost a couple days ago. So yeah, man. We are facing a team that is trying to turn it around. They ended up having a rough patch with James Harden. They did beat the Rockets, the Spurs. They're in the Spurs in back-to-back games against them. So they found something. They definitely found something recently. But then against the Pelicans, they had recently lost. So let's see what kind of lineups they had out there. I want to see who started for them, what minutes distribution it was. That's here it goes. So Paul George, damn near were 40. And they played last night, by the way. The Clippers played last night. Y'all heard me, right? I said the Clippers play last night. Okay. Advantage Mavericks immediately. Like that's just a no-brainer. Advantage Mavericks. All right, so Paul George played 39 minutes last night. Yikes. Yikes for him. The Mavs might do some work on the dude. Kawhi Leonard played 34 minutes. I'd be surprised if he plays tonight. Zubac played 22, so he'll play today. James Harden played 37 minutes. James Harden played 37 minutes, only gave them 8 points. Wow. Man, I should have took his assist today. I took his points today. The reason I took James Harden points today, let me say this. Can you even see me? The reason I took James Harden points today is because I think he's going to come out motivated against the Mavs because of Brian Damaris. We'll get back to that in a bit. So back to this lineup. And then Terrence Mann got 7 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, blah, blah, blah. Then they don't go 9-man deep. They actually went, they did go 9-man deep. Salute to me. But they didn't even play Bones Highland. What the hell? They didn't play Bones Highland. All right. PJ Tucker with 22 minutes, 0 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Ew. Daniel Theis, whatever, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks. God. Russell Westbrook, 14 minutes, 3 points. Norman Powell, 20 points, 28 minutes. All right. So y'all see that, right? Paul George had a great night last night. Kawhi Leonard, yeah, it's all right. They got a pretty small team when you think of it. Zubac being the tallest player, that's about it, bro. They got a pretty small team. Unfortunately, Lively is not available tonight. So take that for what it's worth, right? Take that for what it's worth. Interesting. How do I get this off my screen? Okay. All right, man, let's go back over here. So now let's go ahead and let's go into a different part of the Mavericks opponent review, right? I want to go into what to watch for. What is something that we need to look out for when it comes to quote unquote these LA Clippers, right? So let me go ahead and show y'all what I mean by that, man. And what I mean by that is advanced lineups. This is where I like to look at advanced statistics and see what this team is looking like. You go to NBA.com, you can find these things. I'm still working on getting to learn about cleaning the glass, that website. So LA Clippers right here. All right, so Zubac, so Harden. We're not gonna see that lineup. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Terrence. All right, so this is the lineup we're gonna see tonight if they end up playing tonight. If y'all don't mind, let me see if Clippers have a lineup announced. Normally Grant Afset will also announce that. Let me just double check. It's been a couple of minutes. Normally they'll. Oh, here we go. Boom. Look at that. I had a feeling. I was about to say I felt it and I was gonna have to pause that. I might as well pause it. But I had a feeling. And look at that. Something like 25 seconds ago, Grant Afset just put this out there. Here's the starting lineup for the LA Clippers. It is James Harden, Terrence Mann, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Zubac, right? Let's see if he announced the Mavs starting lineup or at it. No. Okay, so this is the Clippers starting lineup 50 seconds ago. Damn, we caught it right on the dime. All right, so now we go back to the advanced analytics and see what that lineup looks like with that starting lineup that he has. So this is that starting lineup right here. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Let me take me off screen. So here it is right here. I am going to highlight it. Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, and Mann. They played 5 games, 59 minutes. Offensive rating of 114 and a defensive rating of 98. And they have a positive rating of 16.2. That's pretty good, man. I actually do like that lineup. I'm not going to lie. I think Harden with Zubac helps. Then you have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and Terrence Mann who's doing your dirty work. Now, that's a pretty good lineup right there, man. They're a positive 16.2. So depending how the Mavericks come out defensively against this team is going to tell us a lot of how this game starts. So mental note, everybody. Let's see how the game starts. Either fatigue is going to play a part. I'm over here doing all these hand actions and I'm not even like on the screen. Either the defense, like fatigue is going to play a part. That's going to be one thing. Or the Mavericks are going to struggle against this team because tonight you don't have Derek Lively, right? We don't have Derek Lively tonight, man. That does play a factor into this. Let's see what a Russell Westbrook. Let's see what another lineup. All right, here's another lineup right here. You got Daniel Theis. So this is the second unit, right? Westbrook, PJ Tucker, Paul George, Powell, and Theis. 4 games, 25 minutes. Wow, this team is even better. Offensive rating of 140, a defensive rating of 103, a net rating of 36.6. All right, so when Westbrook is out there with Powell, Paul George, Tucker, and Theis, they're an even better team. And I think, again, these ratings are coming from the last 4 games because I think that's when they got Daniel Theis, right? The last 4 games. So they won 3 games out of those 4. So right now, these numbers could be what they are right now because they played inferior opponents, if you want to call them inferior. But that kind of gives you something to look forward to. So here's the starting lineup. They're pretty good. And then the second unit, they're pretty good as well. So right now, I got nothing for you, right? I got nothing for you. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Mavericks, man. Let's take a look at the Mavericks. Let's see what we got, right? With no Lively tonight, let's see if we can find a 4-player lineup without Lively. That's good. That's gonna be hard to find. All right, here goes one. Jeez. Kyrie, Derrick Jones Jr., Luka, and Grant Williams. A 4-man lineup, no net rating. It's just a flat out a perfect 0.0. All right, I don't mind that. Lively is gonna be in all these, bro. He's that damn good. Kyrie, Tim Hardaway, Dwight Powell, and Josh Green. They're pretty good. 4.4 net rating, 126 offensive rating, 121 defensive rating. All right, here's this one. Derrick Jones Jr., Doncic, Grant Williams, and Josh Green. 128 offensive rating, 104 defensive rating with a plus 24 rating. All right, man. Well, I don't know how to put it, but it's going to be an interesting game today for the Dallas Mavericks against the Clippers. Again, they're coming off of a back-to-back night. I definitely don't want to sleep on his team, and you definitely don't want to sleep on James Harden. I think he's going to play motivated tonight, knowing that what the hell, our Mavs announcer did, right? So now I want to get back into one other thing, and that is today's X Factor, right? Today's X Factor. So before we get into like picking and narrowing down the X Factor, I want to show y'all the team ratings. So let's look at the adjusted rating offensively. The Mavericks are still 3rd in the league. The LA Clippers are 20th in the league offensively, right? Defensively, the LA Clippers are 13th in the league, and the Dallas Mavericks are 28th. So our offense, bro, our offense has to really be firing on all cylinders for it to have meaning, for it to have impact, for you to beat opponents, right? Now, let me show you what these stats look like over the last couple of games, because I like to look at more recent data, right? Here's the opponent's points per game data. Let me make sure y'all seeing it. Yeah. So the opponents, the last 3 games, where are the Clippers? The Clippers would technically be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they'd be 7th best in the league right now in the points allowed, and your Mavericks would be way down here. All right. So now, how about we look at let's look at more stats. Let's look at scoring. That's scoring defense. Let's go scoring. Points per game, offensive efficiency. I want to see the last 3. The last 3 to me is what matters the most. So is that lowest? That's highest. All right, it's lowest. So Indiana's 1, Oklahoma City. Where's Dallas at? Damn, we're down here, bro. Yikes. Where is the Clippers? The Clippers are a little bit beneath us. So, all right, we're still pretty good offensively in comparison to the Clippers. The defense is the difference there. But again, we did a pretty good job against the Lakers, so not too worried about that. So I'm tripping. So for today's X Factor, man, honestly, that's a tough one. Honestly, the Mavericks should win this game. It should be a blowout. I think the X Factor is really going to come down to how our starting center plays, depending on who is starting. So let me go back to Grand Asset to see who is starting. Because I honestly believe that if our starting center can just give you something, right? And the backup center could just be the backup, right? If your starting center can give you something, that'd be great. All right, man. Here's the starting lineup. Your starting lineup. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, Derrick Jones Jr., Grant Williams, and Rashawn Holmes. Rashawn Holmes is the starter, guys. I feel like that's a victory. Let's go ahead and get a round of applause for all the Holmes. For everybody that has fought hard for Rashawn Holmes over the last week, salute to you. For all the people on Twitter that didn't want to relinquish Dwight Powell's rights or control of this franchise, Dwight Powell being the unequivocal face of the franchise. Dwight Powell being the unequivocal face of the franchise. Y'all heard that? Dwight Powell? Anyway, nice little victory today, man. Rashawn Holmes is starting. That's great. Honestly, I think that's the X factor of the game. It's gonna come down. I bet I'm putting on happy music now. All right, this is happy music. Honestly, if Rashawn Holmes comes out, does a great job against Zubac, gives you something, stops, second possessions for the Clippers. Again, they're playing on a back-to-back night. They got tired legs, bro. Mavs need to come out and push the pedal to the metal against this team. But Rashawn Holmes, if he can come in there, unfortunately, he has to be a starter. I prefer him as a backup. But if he could just hold his own and be, respectable, and then Dwight Powell could come in as a backup role and be respectable, then we good to go, man. Rashawn Holmes, X factor of the game today. Big time. He's got to minimize offensive rebounds for the LA Clippers, and we should be good to go, man. We should be good to go. So let me know what y'all think of my X factor. Sometimes I'll be wrong. I was right last time. I swear to y'all I was right. All right, man. Let's get back into the comments here. Let's go back to the comments, music. And there's 65 comments, man. Salute to y'all, bro. Wow. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to everybody watching, man. If y'all don't mind dropping a like on the video, it goes a long way. I hate to ask for it, but it just comes with the territory when you're a YouTuber. Definitely drop a like, man. It means a lot to me, obviously. Trying to grow a show, man. Trying to grow a show and keep getting better. But again, tonight we got a good opponent, man. Again, it's a back-to-back. I'm not trying to sleep on them. James Harden could have a game. Kawhi Leonard could kill us. Paul George has been playing really good as of late. I think Russell Westbrook going to the bench helps them. But you have to take advantage of these teams on a back-to-back. And they got to do it, man. There's no excuses. You got to get it done. All right, let me see where I can catch up. I think I was here last time. Yep, this is where I was at last time. Again, if y'all don't mind putting TGKs in your comment, I'll respond to y'all. Man, I saw 65 comments since the last opening, so salute to y'all. Again, we still got a few segments left. I guess let's get into this one let's get into this one. We'll do this and comments. Do I want to remove this comment? I'm gonna come back to you, Frank. Give me a second. All right, let's do over-unders as we're reading comments, all right? All right, man. So let me go ahead and let's end this poll right here. So after 28 votes, 64% of y'all said Holmes is going to start tonight, and you are right. The 64% that voted Holmes, salute to you. You are correct. I was worried Dwight Powell was going to start. I ain't going to lie. Let me go ahead and end that poll, man. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all participating. Let me go ahead and start another one, man. Let's go ahead and let's go with Holmes. Our Holmes. Let's go with his rebounds, man. I'm going to say I'm going to set it at 6.5. I'm going to say Rashawn Holmes rebounds at 6.5. Y'all let me know if y'all think Rashawn Holmes gets over that tonight. I think it's going to be key that he gets over it, but you never know. You never know, man. Where are we at? Let me go back to find Frank up in here. Here we go. Salute to Frank, man. He says, TGK, you're right about Brian Rand, but it's not like other media don't talk crap about players. It's only different when a player has star status. That too. But you got to think of it, bro. Like, here's another layer I want you to think of, right? And consider everything I'm about to say. Like, look at it beneath the surface, right? Sometimes I can't help myself, but look at it beneath the surface, right? James Harden is going to be a bona fide Hall of Famer. James Harden was, for a 3-year run, one of the greatest offensive players we've ever seen, right? Besides him tarnishing his legacy, going to different teams over and over, a lot of the players in the league build a brotherhood with him, man. There's only about 400 players in the NBA, and I forgot what percentage of a chance you can make the NBA. So all these guys, they have this built-in camaraderie with each other. Like, yo, we made the NBA, bro. And I think with James Harden, he's culturally in. Like, he parties with Lil Baby and things like that. He's dated a Kardashian, so he's also culturally in. He's, regardless if we dislike him or not, right? He does have cachet with players, and I think players and agents, they look at things that these teams do. This video blew the hell up from Damaris. While it was a professional curse out from Damaris, right? And it was a well said one. I just don't think it should be something the Mavericks should be doing. I don't think they should be playing in that field. That's like for First Take to do. That's for me to do. That's for people like podcasts like C-Dub to do. My guy King and Rail, and we talk. That's for us to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not paid by the Mavericks. We're not gonna make the Mavericks organization look bad because we're our own entity, right? But if you're paid by the Mavericks and you say these things, I'm pretty sure players are going to look at the team and the organization a little bit funny, right? That's how I look at it, bro. Richard K says we should only talk bad about our players and not other teams' players. Agreed. Like Dwight Powell, right? Like, hey, bro, you only give us like 2 points, 2 rebounds per game. Like, come on, man. You want to be a backup? We're giving you 3 years. It is what it is. C-Dub says 2 gummy, 8 beer kind of night. Dallas Mavericks drinking game is on tonight. How's that drinking game go, bro? How's it go? Fan123 says Mavs have a history of not signing free agents. Damaris talking ish about a player a lot of the NBA doesn't like, doesn't help. About a player a lot of the NBA likes doesn't help. It doesn't, bro. It doesn't. We will see Dwight Powell play tonight only because Lively and Max are both out. Yeah, he'll play, but thankfully he is not starting. Players in the NBA talk. Even Luka got tired of Rick Carlisle BS. I'm telling you, bro. It's like a secret society. Like, they all got their own little Facebook Messenger groups where they chat. You know what I'm saying? Gina Kim says, I have no problem with what Brian said, but we're so used to the media being fake, and he spoke nothing but the truth. So it's like, it's not like he was lying, but if Harden isn't affected, then it's fine to me. I mean, Harden did have some comments about it. He was like, I think what he said, he was like, man, I don't know him. Like, I don't know why he went off like that, right? But he says he's used to people talking about him, but I need to find his quote, but I'm pretty sure he felt odd that it came from a Mavs announcer, because you don't really see that, bro. Like that, where you just get called out specifically. So I do think it was uncharacteristic of the Mavs organization. Jenna Kim says, kind of like how Kobe's teammates felt when he passed to them, right? I'm dead. C-Dub says, DP getting 30 minutes tonight. Be ready. I hope not. Don't play with me. TGK, what's Lively's timetable? I looked up a back contusion. They said it could be a couple of weeks. It could be a couple of days. Right now, I think Grant Afset attempted to talk to him and the team, but they said nothing about it. However, there is a video where Grant Afset got to talk to Jason Kidd. So let's look at that together, man. Let's see what he said about our guy Derek Lively. But for us to be able to hear that perfectly, I have to turn the music all the way down, and let's go ahead and let me share this with y'all. So let's check out what Jason Kidd said about Mr. Derek Lively here. Let me set it up, cue it up, and make sure the volume is up. All right, let's go.
Medical. Lively's out and Max is out.
Jason, can you just give us an update on Derek? He seems to be walking better day to day. What's kind of the message?
He's doing better. Did some shooting, did some running, so he's feeling better, which is a good thing. We'll see how he feels tomorrow, and then see how he does Monday.
That was a change.
Yeah, so we didn't get much out of Jason Kidd there, right? So yeah, I don't know what to expect, but I hope it's only a couple of days, kind of injury. Again, back contusions. It just depends how severe it is. But I did see him on a clip shooting around, so hopefully he's gonna be fine, man. Hopefully he's gonna be fine. Jenny Kim says every game I feel like I want Maxey back, but then I remember how he played and regret thinking about it. It's time to move on, Gina Kim. I think it's really time to move on. I think we need to consider trading that man soon. Package him and maybe a Hardy or a Green and a first round pick and try to go get an OJ or whoever. But you need to move on from Maxey. He's old, big contract. It's like a black hole to the team, right? Like Bertans was a black hole on the team because of all of the financial money that was going to him. You need to be able to reap those $12 million and put it on the court. You get what I'm saying? You can't have $12 million on the bench because you're not seeing any impact or any return on investment. So the Mavericks definitely need to rip off more of this Band-Aid, right? They ripped off the Band-Aid with Dorian Finney-Smith. They need to continue that and continue to improve this team because I want us to win. I don't really care about feelings right now. King in the building. What it do, King? What's up, man? I'm still sad we didn't do a post-game show the other night. My feelings were hurt. It was like at 1 a.m. They're like, yeah, we're not going to do the show. And I'm like, should I go live at 1 a.m.? You know, like I'll do the post game if y'all can't. You know what I'm saying? I'll fill in. I'm the audible, right? Whenever we talk Mavs, don't do a post game. I'll substitute. I've already announced it. I called it. I called dibs. Anyway, King says, shout out to you and the G unit. If Harden goes off tonight, do we blame Damaris? 100% we blame Damaris. It will be Damaris's fault 100%, bro. If Harden gets 16, that's not Brian Damaris. If Harden gets 34, that's Brian Damaris. You get what I'm saying? So he scored 8 last night. If he gets 16, 17, that's just James Harden. But if James Harden get 30, 40, that's Brian Damaris. I'll be mad. Fan123, Mass PR on Twitter be lazy these days. Facts. I've been going to grant assets for everything, bro. It's crazy. Let's see. Let me see what y'all put on the poll that I got. So on the poll, Rashawn Holmes, over under 87% of y'all saying over with 15 votes. Appreciate y'all being active on there, man. Let's go ahead and end that. Now let's put another one up here, man. Let's put another one up here. I think I got a good one. Let's go with James Harden points. Is this gonna be the Damaris special? I'm gonna give you a couple options. Over 9 points. I'm gonna give you a couple of options, bro. Over 7 points or Damaris special over 32 points. All right, man. James Harden's points. I put 4 options on there. Let me know what y'all think he's gonna do. Under 15 points, over 20 points, over 27 points, or the Damaris special over 32 points. Let me know what y'all think James Harden is going to do tonight. I hope it ain't. I hope it's like sub 20. Bones got benched, I think. That's kind of crazy, bro. Like he went over there for an opportunity, and for him to get benched is just kind of nuts to me. I appreciate y'all being so active in here, man. I'm gonna go back and read all the stuff that doesn't have TGK in it. Nancy says, I'm looking for Luka Magic tonight. Magic against the Clippers like he normally does. PG has been playing good for the Clippers. Yeah, if we see Luka have an off game with them, it is kind of weird, isn't it? So hopefully he gets like 32 tonight. Gina Kim says, I want another redemption game from Green so I can know for sure last game wasn't a fluke. Hey, he did good against the Kings. He did good against the Lakers. He's just got to keep it going. Ben Price says, did you hear Greg Brown cooking for Texas legend, averaging 18 points, 5 blocks, and 5 rebounds in the G League? Long arm, athletic wing. He also has 52.4% from 3 on 3.4 takes a game. That is crazy. The 5 blocks a game is kind of crazy. I forgot who said it. I think it was Johnny B. He was like, he's better than Omax. I think that's who said it on Twitter. I think we got to see more, man. We got to see more. I had to look more into him, but in Summer League, he did jump out to me. He did jump out to me on the screen on the eyeball test. Whether he comes up to the main roster and gets playing time, not quite sure. Where we at? Gav says, in reference to the lineup with Dwight Powell, they're pretty good. 121 defensive rating. This yeah, my bad. That was a bad observation on my part. But I have seen ratings where he was 132. Him and Tim Hardaway Jr. was 132 defensive rating. So 121 is kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Holmes is starting TGK. Yeah, we confirmed that. Thankfully, right? Thankfully. King says, TGK, all this means is Powell will have one of the best games of his career. It's the Mav way. True, right? And then everybody will be like, he needs to start. Powell singing here. I'm dead. I'm trying to get caught up, man. Nick says, I called the Kyrie 3-game winner last game, if you remember. I need to go to the I'll check it out. I'll see if I can find that. Frank says the 35% who voted Powell had very justified reasons to believe Powell. So I agree. 100%. All right, man. You already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. We'll still keep doing over and unders, but it is time for that game prediction segment. So let me go ahead, and I am not going to read any more comments for the next couple of minutes. Get your game predictions in the comments, and let's see if we end up matching. I'm about to do a deep dive on what the odds makers are thinking. So let's get into the game predictions of tonight. All right, man, let me go ahead and find what the hell the betting odds are for the Dallas Mavericks versus the Clippers of Los Angeles. Man, salute to 40 of y'all in here. I really appreciate it, man. If y'all can take the small time out to drop a like on this video, it just really goes a long way, man. It helps me grow this show. And what's the whole point of me trying to, get everybody to promote the show? You know what I'm saying? Drop a like. Helps a lot. Helps a lot, man. All right, so here are the betting odds. Right now, the Mavericks are not favored. All across the board, the Mavericks are scheduled to lose tonight. The Clippers are favored by 1.5. 1.5 by Bet 365. MGM got some at 1.5. I like it. They got an over-under of 237 tonight, so I'm guessing they're thinking the Clippers are going to play some defense tonight. I like this. I've talking to C-Dub, the Daily Mavs Twitter podcast, about this before, and I've said whenever odd makers, let me see if I can make this bigger for y'all. Pause. But whenever odd makers only favor your team, the home team, by like 1.5 point, by 1 point, by 2 points, they really believe that the opposing team is going to win by 3. Because they're scared to say that the home team is favored by 3. The home team got to be favored by 3 for me to be like, oh, they got confidence in the home team. So, since they don't, it's going to make things interesting. Over under total score of 237. All right, man. Get your predictions in. I got mine coming in. I'm gonna go a little something different here, man. I actually like the Mavs tonight. I like the Mavs a lot tonight. Not gonna lie. But this is all predicated on James Harden. If James Harden has a Brian Damaris special tonight, I will be scared out of my mind on how this goes, but it shouldn't come down to that. It should not come down to that. All right, man. I got the Dallas Mavericks 124, the Clippers 112, and a Dallas Mavericks 12-point victory. I'm about to read y'all comments, so get them in. I have not looked at the comments yet, so get them in. Let me go check it out. But let me look at the current poll that we have after 16 votes. Appreciate y'all voting, man. 17 votes. 41% of y'all are saying James Harden gets over 20 points. 35% of y'all saying he stays under 15. And 18% of y'all are saying tonight's a Damaris special of over 32 points. Yikes. I hope it ain't the Damaris special. You feel me? All right, man. Let me go ahead and let's look at again. If I didn't get to answer some of your questions that y'all message me in, my apologies, man. C-Dub says Mavs 121, 108. Shut up. That's crazy. Hold on. I got 124, 112. We were kind of close. We were close, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Frank was thinking the same 129, but Clippers 116. What did I got one? Yeah. All right. We're kind of thinking the same out here. All right. The line swung crazy. Mavs were negative 2.5 at one point. That is a crazy swing. I wonder why. I think they're trying to trap somebody. I think Vegas is trying to trap somebody. I won't fall for it though. Knight says 127, Clips 100. Hey, that could be a thing, man. Again, if y'all think the Mavs game is going to start at 9:30, it will not. It starts at 9:40, so we got a couple of minutes. Gina Kim says Mavs 130, 121. I like it. C-Dub says Mavs by $1 billion. Martin Blake says, saw those odds earlier. All I can say is I should earn big tonight. Nice. Ultra says 116, 109 Mavs, Luka 20-point first quarter. All right. I like that. I like the confidence for Luka. Gav says 126, 118 Clippers. What I got? 124, 1. We're kind of close. All right. Fan says Clippers 131, Mavs 110. Thanks to Maris. That would be tough, man. That would be tough. If he goes off tonight, bro, I'll have to skip the next time we play the Clippers. I'm just saying. I had to skip him, you know. I would have to. Anyway, man, I'm about to jump back into this living room and go enjoy the rest of War Games with my buddies. I appreciate y'all being on here so much, man. I really do, man. This fun. I can't do this show without y'all. Appreciate y'all so much, man. It's your boy TGK, the host of your official Dallas Mavericks pregame show. Tell a friend. This is the best damn Dallas Mavericks pregame show in Dallas. It is what it is. It just had to be said, right? Anyway, your boy TGK. Salute to everybody. Hope y'all have a good night, man. And I don't know. I might be on We Talk Mavs tonight. I don't know. I'll hit him up. See if I can join. Anyway, adios. Let's go, Mavs.
But a Gemini and the other face is Kratos. Get the fuck about my way, bro. Give a fuck about how your day go. If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to